Hello, hello. Happy Sunday, everyone. If you're tuning in for the very first time, my name is Kim Dent. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in Maryland Heights, Missouri, and I love teaching stampers and crafters how to make quick, easy, and adorable greeting cards. If you found me on my YouTube channel, Stamping with Kim Dent, please say hello. Also, if you would be so kind to like, comment, share my video, and also hit the notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. If you're watching live tonight on Facebook, please say hello, or if you're watching the replay, please comment #replay. And I hope you like the card that I make tonight. Before we get started, I just want to remind all of you that through the month of October, Stampin' Up! Has this amazing joining promotion where you can join my team for $35 and you would get to choose $125 worth of product. You can also join, here, let me get this other one. There's a second offering, there's two offerings. You can join for $99 and get $189 worth of product. Amazing. I'm very excited to say that this week I have had 6 women join my team, which is so exciting. And they have taken advantage of just, some of them are brand new stampers, so they're just getting started. What a great way to build your Stampin' supplies with that joining thing where you can, or joining promotion, where you can build your Stampin' supplies. I have other girls who have stamped for many, many years, and they've decided that this is a great time to get in and maybe get all their supplies for Christmas. And then after that, and after Christmas, they'll see. They don't know if they'll continue or not. So that's the wonderful thing about Stampin' Up! I have been a demonstrator. It'll be 25 years next June. And I can truly say that they are so flexible. Whether you want to join to get the discount, that's how I joined. I just wanted to get the discount. Or if you're looking to maybe share your hobby with a few friends, it's up to you. I also want to emphasize that I have held classes. I think it'll be for 23 years. There isn't anything that says that you have to hold classes or you have to do Facebook Lives. It's what you want. Most of the girls on my team right now are their own best customers. They join just for the discount. If you have any questions, I would love to answer them for you. I have team meetings, which our next team meeting is this coming Saturday. If you have questions or you want to see what we're all about, I'd love to invite you. We are in Maryland Heights, Missouri, where I hold my team meetings. We're a quarter mile east of 270 at 12075 Dorset Road. In Maryland Heights. So if you'd like to come and check us out, I'm inviting you now to come and see what it's like before you even decide if you want to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So that's my little plug. I'm very excited to have so many new girls join my team this week. That's just the added bonus. I said this last week and I got choked up. I joined for the discount, but I have made so many friends, and built such a wonderful community of not just Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, but also wonderful customers who come and see me every month, or some of them don't even come and see me. Some of them live as far as, it's by Seattle, Washington, and I think and I know I'm going to probably butcher this name, it's Sammamish, I think, Washington. So I have customers all over the United States that I've built relationships with, just because of this wonderful hobby of stamping, card making. So come check us out, or send me a text, or I'm going to show you my email address in just a second. If you want to email me, you're welcome to do that. So yay. And it's only, this promotion goes through October 31st. So if you're thinking about it, don't waste too much time. All right. I'm getting text. There we go. Okay, let me sync my laptop, and then I am going to share with you an adorable Christmas card. I have played with this set. Well, I'll tell you why I got this set in just a second. Hold on. Share with you and so I've talked about this before. Hi, Patty. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Brenda. Who else is there? Hi, Mary. Hello, hello. I'm sorry if I missed anybody else. So I have team meetings every month. We always have a swap at the team meeting. And this month's theme for the swap is food or drink. So I knew as soon as this, I'm trying to think whose idea it was. Celine's maybe. I knew as soon as it became this food and drink theme, I knew exactly the set that I was going to get to make my card. So I'm showing you tonight. If you're on my team and you're in the swap, here you're going to see it early. So I hope you like it. So Patty, I don't know about you guys. Brenda, if you're in the swap, you're probably going to see it. So I hope you like it. So here we go. Let me flip this around. Here's my email address. This is if you have questions about any of the products that I use tonight, if you have a question about joining my team and would like to get a hold of me, this is my email address. This is my website if you would like to find out when I hold in-person classes, if you would like to get ideas, if you would like to see the catalog online, you can find it here at kimdent.stampinup.net. If you would like to join my team, this is where you would go to join my team. And there you just, there's a tab that says join. That's the one that you would need to click on. So, all right, here we go. Here is the card that we're making tonight. This is called an offset gatefold card. And I love these little gingerbread men, and to be honest, I don't like gingerbread, but I just think they're adorable. And I love little stamps, and they're in this stamp set. There are so many stinking cute little stamps. So let me pull up the stamp set, and the die set. The stamp set and die set, it's called Homemade Treats. And this is in our online exclusives. So this you won't see in a catalog. You'll see it only if you go to my website and view it there. I've got a little flyer here, so I'm going to pull up. So we'll have another one coming out in November, but this is a flyer of all of the releases that came out in September. They're so good. I just ordered this one, so I'm going to be using it soon, as soon as it arrives. But this one, I love the beautiful pumpkin. Here it is, the Homemade Treats bundle. It is 11 stamps and then 11 dies. And if you love baking, look at one of these stamps says from the kitchen of. I don't know if you can see it right there. And then the cute little dies that go with it. So we've got the gingerbread man. I love this one. This one looks so cute, like on an envelope. There's that from the kitchen of. A little Santa hat, a candy cane, a little oven mitt, a rolling pin. I think this is like the cookie cutter, a icing piping bag, and then 'tis the season for baking, and it's beginning to taste like Christmas. Isn't it sweet? The die set has, like I said, 11 dies. And I'm going to pull this up, but I also have, where are my dies? Here we go. So these are the die I love. Here, I'm going to show you because I think you can see it better this way. Or what do I have? Here we go. So we've got, this is the little cookie sheet. There's your oven mitt, the Santa hat. You get 2 gingerbread men. Oh, they're interlocked there. There's a candy cane. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the rolling pin. This is the cookie cutter. And then the piping bag. And then I love this part about it. There are 2 gingerbread, 2 candy canes, and 2 Santa hats. So those are your dies. So for those of you, oh, thanks, Kelly. Thank you. For those of you who love to bake, or who make things in the kitchen. I just think this is an adorable card to send. So offset gatefold cards are very easy to make. Let me pull in my kit. So you need a piece of cherry cobbler that is 5.5 by 8.5. You're going to score it at 1.5 and 5 3/4. So there it is, the offset gatefold card. And then here's our piece for the inside, 4 by 5 1/4. You need a piece to layer. This is Secret C, and I thought this was so interesting that, oh, and I'm going to show you the DSP that I'm using. The Secret C coordinates with the DSP. See that little that line there? That's Secret C, 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. It is from the Traditions of Christmas, which is a beautiful pack of DSP, and I'm going to show you after I do the kit pieces. This is 3 by 3, so that layers on top of this one. And then you need a piece of 1 1/4 by 5 1/4 for one of the panels, and 2.5 by 5 1/4. And then you need a piece. This is silver foil, and I didn't get a chance to double check, but I believe this is gone. This silver foil. I know I should have looked before. I think we've got silver and gold foil in our line right now. Sorry, I didn't check earlier, but that piece is 2 by 3, and that's to cut out the cookie sheet. And then a piece of basic white, 1.5 by 2 3/4, or a scrap. This is for your gingerbread men. Oh, and I forgot a piece. This is 2 1/4 by 2 3/4. And I just realized I needed a piece for so a little scrap, we'll just pull this in here, of white. I didn't cut out a piece for the oven mitt. I'm grabbing some white right here. So another scrap for the oven mitt. All right. The DSP I want to show you before I get started, just because it's so beautiful, and I think it is, I don't know, it's interesting. So here is the piece that I used. Look at on the other side of it. Ooh, isn't that pretty? If you love poinsettias, pink and cherry cobbler. That is Pool Party, I think, and then a little bit of Old Olive. Let's see the colors. Do y'all know this? On the back of this, you can see the colors. Cherry Cobbler, Old Olive, Pool Party, Real Red, Secret C, and Gold are in the DSP. So there's the first piece that I used. Then look at, see, I love the versatility of it. So this piece can be used for so many different kinds of cards, but look at this side. Ah. Isn't that gorgeous? And then this is the other piece that I use, the cherry cobbler with like the pin dots on it. And then this beautiful piece. I have a December birthday, so I always am, I think poinsettias, I'm always drawn to poinsettias. Here's this side that I used, and then large poinsettias. Isn't it pretty? And I think, did I show you all of them? Except for, oh, we've got some stripes, Secret C, and then some, see that gold in there? So that's considered a specialty paper. Let's see. And then I think is this the last one? Yeah. More Old Olive stripes with dots. And then another pattern. I believe there's a die that goes with this and a couple other pieces. I couldn't decide today if I was going to use the Traditions of Christmas stamp set. It actually has two, let me show you, it has two stamp sets in the suite. So in our mini catalog, if you turn to page 22, there you can see traditional labels and Christmas greenery, and then there's a beautiful embossing folder, these pretty sequins. It's got two die sets. Oh, I love this one because I'm always drawn to labeled dies. There's the die that I was telling you about that cuts out that DSP, and I think this one too cuts out DSP, or you can stamp it. Some beautiful red ribbon, and then here's that DSP that I was talking about. So that's on 22 and 23 of your, oh, and I guess you can see it also on 21, Traditions of Christmas. The other stamp set that we're using tonight for the inside is this one. It's called Words for the Season, and I'll show you it too. It's got great, it's not just Christmas, it's got all sorts, but look at the die set. Ah, aren't they pretty? Words for the Season dies and Words for the Season stamp set. I'm using the stamp set tonight for this inside verse. May your holiday season be filled with joy and happiness. So let's see. Here's the stamp set. And this one, I love this verse. May the magic of Christmas fill each corner of your home and heart. So incredibly grateful for all my blessings, especially you. And then may your holiday season be filled with joy and happiness. This is to you and yours, and greetings. This probably coordinates with like those big dies. Have a spooktacular Halloween, and let's toast to yesterday's achievements and tomorrow's bright future. That's a great, I love word sets. I love, love, love word sets. So we're going to bring in the 3 colors of ink that we're using. So we're going to use Cherry Cobbler, Pecan Pie, and Real Red. And let's see, I'm going to start assembling first, I think, to get some of these pieces out of the way. So Cherry Cobbler, 5.5 by 8.5. Score it at 1.5 and 5 3/4. And this is just a fun way to do, put a little pop in your card, do something beside a traditional, like a traditional folded card. Let's see. And then I'm going to bring in, this is the 1 1/4 by 5 1/4 piece. Look at, it's almost too pretty to cover up. But I'm going to. And I'm going to center it on this little skinny panel. And then I'm going to bring in the larger piece, which is 2.5 by 5 1/4. Another beautiful piece. Ugh. And center it on this panel. So it looks like this. Then I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to bring in Secret C, 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and Traditions of Christmas, 3 by 3. And then when you are, the one thing that you do have to remember when you're assembling the card is you only want to put adhesive on the left side. You gotta leave it open so that, that's the hard thing, you know, like if you're making quick cards, I would like go all, you know, all over. I only want it on the left side so that my card opens up, and then I'm going to kind of center it towards the top portion of the card with, like, I'm going to eyeball it and do even borders kind of on either side. See, I'm going to bring it down just a little. Give it a little press, and then we're going to bring in the stamps. So I've got my little oven mitt, and oh, not brown. My oven mitt is Cherry Cobbler. I had that right the first time. Oh, what in the world? I must not have pressed right. That's, my girls always say there's always 2 signs to pretty. And I'm glad today. This is, that's a good, okay, leave it sit for a second, Kim. Give it a little press. There we go. Much better. And I'm going to close this up. And then I'm going to bring in my skinny little piece. And this is for my little gingerbread men. So I'm going to use pecan pie. And we need 3 of them. Originally, when I was making the card, I thought I really was going to use candy canes and the Santa hat. And then I had one, I think, gingerbread man. But I decided, I don't know, it was a lot of like red or cherry cobbler, and I liked that there was a little bit of brown or pecan pie in there. So that's when I decided to make them all gingerbread men. But you could do whatever you want. There's so many fun things you can do with this. 1, 2, whoop. So 3 little gingerbread men, and then set that to the side. And then this piece is for the verse. It's beginning to taste like Christmas. And I decided to do that in red, real red. Then I'm going to share a little tip with you. So there's my stamp. Okay. So typically I am one to always, because you hear me talk about how much I love my my dies that are shapes, I guess, shape dies. I use them a lot. So when I was creating this, I was like trying to, oh, look, that's ink, not blood. I was trying to figure out a way to use, first of all, to use one of the words or something Christmassy on the front of it. And I was having a little trouble because none of the words from this set, except for From the Kitchen Of, are small enough to go like on a small die, like on the front. And then I looked into my other stamps and I was trying to find like a tiny Merry Christmas. I was not having any luck. So then that's how I came up with this idea, to just go ahead and use the big stamp and then center it and put like kind of tuck the gingerbread men and the oven mitt kind of underneath. So the tip I want to share with you, and I hope I can do this like while it's underneath the camera, I decided to do this, and I have only done this a couple of times on camera, but I watch other demonstrators do it, and I like the way they look, and they make it look so easy. So I'm going to try to make it look easy for you all tonight. So really what I'm doing is I'm going as close as I possibly can to the letters without chopping them off. And you can see I'm not cutting, within all of the letters. I'm just going around the edges. It's kind of like the same effect as a die. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but try to get as close as you can. And then you can see here, this is another fussy cutting tip. If you're a new stamper, this is something I learned. To get a smooth, even look, you can tell I'm really moving my cardstock much more than I'm moving my scissors. My scissors I'm pretty much keeping, like straight. Oops, I'm going to dip down there a little bit on top of that tiny little eye. So it takes a minute to do, but I think I'm really happy with the way the card turned out. And I wanted to use words on the front. I thought it needed some verse or Merry Christmas or something on the front. I didn't want just the cookie sheet with the gingerbread men and the oven mitts. So there we go. What do you think? I like it a lot. So now I'm gonna, we had this silver foil piece 2x3, but what I've done, I've gone ahead and I have cut out all of my little pieces so that you all didn't have to wait for me to bring in my, if I had a larger space, I think I would pull up my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which I love, but it's hard with the camera and everything, and it kind of jiggles. So that's why usually you'll see me have everything cut out ahead of time. So now I'm going to bring in my cookie sheet. I'm going to layer it down first. And you can see I kind of had it at an angle. Hi. Hello, Angie. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I hope you like this card. And then I'm going to bring in my, my little verse that I just cut out, and I'm going to pop it up on dimensionals. Today has been an inky finger day. You should have seen me. I stuck both my hands in the real red ink. Oh, and I did it again. See, I don't know what it is. Let me get this off my fingers first. Oh my goodness. Where's my... Does anybody else have that? Hi, Lynn. I'm just trying to, I know if I don't clean this off my hands. So for stuff like this, girls, I have a bottle of shampoo, cheap shampoo, in by my sink. The bathroom where I stamp has shampoo right on the sink, and that is the best thing to take inky ink off of your fingers like that, and keeps it, I mean, it's better than just regular hand soap and that. But today, for some reason, and I don't know, this real red ink pad is attacking me today. All right, dimensionals on the back of my verse, and kind of centering it right here. And then I'm going to bring in my little oven mitt. You can see I cut out different pieces, and I always like to have a backup just in case I mess up. Oh, okay. Here's my little oven mitt that was stamped in cherry cobbler, and it's just glued down and tucked under kind of the top of the verse. You want to be able to tell that it is an oven mitt. And then our sweet little gingerbread men, we're just going to place them around the top. Aren't they cute? Ooh. I couldn't decide whether to pop these up or leave them flat, but I decided in the end to leave them flat. And let's see if I can, yep. I'm going to tuck the arm of that little gingerbread underneath the mitt so we can fit his friend next to him. So cute. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some of my favorite, not for the front of it, I'm going to bring in my peppermint peppermint adhesive, red and white, I think it's called red and white peppermint adhesive gems or something like that. They're in the catalog. Or in there, no, they're online. They are online. And we're going to put 3 of them down. Okay, we've got our outside finished. You're always messy too. I don't know. I'm not usually this messy, but woo, today has been one. All right, the inside, which is 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to use the words from Words for the Season. And let's see, I think I used red. I did. Here we go again. The red ink pad attacking me. So pretty. And then I'm going to close this up and I'm going to bring back in the pecan pie, and we're going to do 3 little gingerbread men. Thank you to everyone, if you're watching, or if you're watching the on the replay. Thank you to everyone who came to our 4th annual stupendous Stampin' Up sale. It was wonderful. We had a crowd all throughout the time of the sale, which was 7 to 1. And I met some new people, and it just, everybody, the demonstrators who had tables, I think were all very happy. It was a great day, and we plan on doing it again. I think we're going to do it hopefully next October. We're sticking, I think, with October. So if you didn't make it, stay tuned for next year. We plan on having another one. There we go. Should I pull out an envelope? I think I should. Let's do some more gingerbread men. I love it. I hope you like it too. So there's our envelope, and then our sweet little, it's beginning to taste like Christmas card. I hope you like the card as much as I do. And to my girls who are on my team who are watching tonight, and if you're in the swap, act surprised next Saturday or this coming Saturday. Again, if you have any questions about the joining promotion, please feel free to contact me. I would love to have you on my team. I hope you all have a wonderful week. God's blessings. Bye-bye.